right.
Yeah.
It looks like everything is working for a change. The camera's
Hmm.
working. The software is working. And it looks like YouTube is working too. Okay, that's
Well, what a
Working.
deal.
yay, it's working. Hello, fellow wargamers and history buffs. Welcome to another installment of our The Surprise of Germantown. And we've had a number of surprises. This has been a fun game. If you are just tuning in, this particular game is from Clash of Arms. It was published, oh gosh, it looks like 20 years ago now. Yeah, over 20 years ago, almost 25 years ago. It's
Wow.
from their Battles of the Age of Reason series. And this is one of the, I think, three battles that they've published that were American War of Independence. So they
Right.
have Brandywine, Germantown, and then is Monmouth. And then do they have any others? Or is that
Well, I
it,
guess
Michael?
there are two scenarios in the brand new Quebec, which are from Benedict Arnold's attack on Quebec City.
Ah,
So
okay.
that's American Revolution also.
Yeah, but there weren't anything else just yet.
No, no, these were the three that were created for the series.
Okay.
Again,
Yeah, and
as you say,
unfortunately,
good
they
run
didn't
with them.
continue with that. What was it? The ones in
Seven
the
for the
south?
South.
Yeah.
Seven for the South was one. Yeah, I mean, to my understanding, the guy who really took care of the American Revolution games just kind of went radio silent. Don't really know. You know, maybe he finally realized that getting paid less than 5 cents an hour for his effort wasn't that appealing, which is, that's fair. But
Hey,
anyway, so that's yeah. So we've got these three battles, and I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how well the smaller battles would have worked.
Yeah, I know. Because Michael, I had talked with you about, trying to do, maybe do a Cowpens,
Right.
and it's almost too small.
Right. Right. Even at 50 men a strength point, you find yourself like having a hard time figuring out how you're going to make that work. The other thing I definitely see in these American Revolution titles is not only are there relatively few units, and not only are they only half as many people as they would have been if they were in the 7 Years' War part of the series, but the the maps are still quite large.
yeah.
It kind of really gives you a real sense of how different the terrain was. Uh, because I mean, you remember Brandywine, right?
Oh,
That was
yeah.
two big maps and scarcely any units on them.
Yeah.
And this one, I guess, is the same, really. Although, of course, in our case, we have no idea how many units are on it or where they are.
Well, let's see. I'm waiting to call in my airstrike as soon as I've found you. So
Well, you
time
are
to
going to have to
worry.
wait for the fog to lift.
Yeah. Yeah. Or we just carpet bomb everybody, and
Oh,
we'll
okay.
figure it out
I
later.
got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's see. We've got Michael Shearer is saying, "Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Michael." So, if you're tuning in, we are playing this game in a double blind fashion. So, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see what the Americans can see, which is their units, or at least where they think their units are. We are at the what turn are we in? The 720 turn. There is a heavy fog all across the battlefield, and so there's a very good chance that our units get lost. They take the wrong turn on the roads. They take the wrong turn if they're off the roads. And so there's where I think my units are. And then David, who is playing our umpire, then knows where people really are. And he's got a separate vassal module up. And when I'm passing the roads or I'm moving somewhere, he's rolling to see if I take the wrong turn or not, and then making the appropriate adjustments on his master copy. And then we have Michael has got the British vassal module up where he can see what his guys are doing, but He only sees Americans when they happen to stumble into some British or vice versa. So until the fog clears, we're kind of bumbling around like this, and it's been very interesting. Let's see. Achilles says, "Howdy, all." We've got someone named Amerislav7627 saying, "Hey, y'all," and then we've got Sergeant's Time saying, "Good evening." And Achilles is saying, "Marshall and I finished doing resolutions for one of the KS Up Kriegspiel Cup games about an hour ago." Yeah, Achilles, we just saw the stuff for our stuff just dropped with the latest resolution for our turn. So if for those of you that are not familiar with the channel or might not have heard, the Eric's channel was invited to participate in the Kriegspiel Cup. This is something that the International Kriegspiel Society has been doing for a couple years now. I think this is their third or fourth year. And so we've put together a crack team of war
Emphasis
gamers.
on crack.
Yes, emphasis on crack. Did I say crack or cracked? I'm not sure
Whatever.
which. Yeah. And with myself as the head of this motley crew, and so we're up against a very experienced group of Kriegspiel players. So we're trying to see if war gamers, mere mortals, war gamers, can somehow compete with the wily Kriegspielers out there. So we're going to say,
But at least we're getting some practice of bumbling around, not knowing what we're doing.
Yeah.
In this game.
Yeah,
So,
this game is
there's a
definitely
chance.
teaching us lots of fun stuff there. Let's see. Michael says, "I emailed Clash of Arms recently, and they said 7 for the South was currently being play tested. Funny enough, I
What?
was going to ask you guys about this tonight." Well, I don't
Really?
know. Yeah, so maybe something's out there. I don't know.
Well, yeah. Right. Well, I mean, frankly, I hope so.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see.
That's really fascinating. All right. Well, all right. It looks like you're in my vassal module, David. So
Yep, I'm in
I'm
both
guessing,
We can roll for initiative.
I
guessing
think we
we're
can.
ready to
See
go.
how many
I
zeros
have
the British
yeah,
get this year.
right. I have no updates for anybody. Everything
Okay.
is
Okay.
all up to date. And
Well, how dull
okay,
is that?
there's that, and there's that. Okay, so we move
The clock.
the clock, and this is an American.
Oh, amazing. The Americans get the jump on you there.
Mm,
Well, let's
we're
see.
probably stopping for tea.
Yes, that is definitely the British way of doing things. Although we're still drinking tea at this point in time, too. At
Oh,
least
yeah, that's
what
true.
we haven't dropped into Boston Harbor. So we're probably wondering if that was the best thing to do with all that tea. Okay, we'll start over here on this side of the universe, David.
Okay, gotcha.
And we're going to work with these guys here. And they are, they should be within range of their wing leader, who is here. So yeah, they're within range of him, and he is within range of the big man. So we should be all set. So here we go. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that takes care of those guys. Oh yeah, we've got these guys here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gets them there. Okay. And then these are here behind them. That's if they're really there.
Okay,
All right.
and
That's if they're not taking some other route, showing up somewhere else. Achilles says this is the 3rd year of the Kriegspiel Cup.
Okay.
So, yeah. Our goal, Achilles, is not to embarrass ourselves. So I'm hoping that we can achieve that at least.
Right.
all right. let's do another initiative roll.
Okay, here we go. All right, that's going to move the clock, I'm sure.
Yep, we're moving the clock on that one again. And that is also an American roll.
Cool.
American initiative.
All right. Well, we're going to stay in that same part of the universe, and we will activate these chaps here with the colorful pants.
Got it.
So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And same thing with those guys there. And 1, 3, 4. Same thing with those guys there. So that should give you a few things to roll for.
Yeah.
All right.
Kadoke.
And let me get everybody turned and flipped and flopped. Whoops, I turned those guys the wrong way. There we go. That's looking a bit better. All right. Time to check some more dice.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just get caught up with a couple things here. All right. Give me a roll each there,
Here we
gentlemen.
go. All right. Vassal.
All right. That one will move the clock to 3. And that was a tie.
Tie. Oh my gosh. All that trouble and
So-
just a tie.
Yep. And roll again.
Okay. Well, that one's probably going to be a Brit one.
That moves the clock, and you are correct. That is a British activation.
Golly.
We might be over before we started here.
Yeah,
So
pretty
we're on the
quick.
4 chart, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
Yep.
4 on the chart, so that's pretty early. Okay. So let's do let's go ahead and do these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he's good to there, so that's good. And we'll also do these folk out and about. So let's just start here. I don't think I do have 1 to recover here. Okay. And I think that's it. Okay. All right. So no fire combat. And so it's time for movement. So let's do some movementing. You see where I am?
Yep.
David?
Okay. Yep.
All right.
And where did you just? Okay, you're on. Okay. All right. Yep. Still good.
Okay. You sunk my battleship.
This does
Whoops.
kind of feel like a game of Battleship, doesn't it?
It is.
All right. So that should be, I think, 2.5 from where I started.
Okay.
3.
All right. You need to stop right there. Let me find something here. Okay. All right. Who are those?
we're going to have more chaos here, people.
More chaos.
Now with more chaos.
Yes.
Infantry American.
So, Michael, have you played this game, this battle before?
Never.
Okay.
Never. This is quite literally the first time I've ever played the game.
Had you played
And
Brandywine before?
no, I hadn't.
Huh. Okay.
So honestly, this is the last game of the entire series that I had not played before.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, this was all new to me. I'm just like, sure, whatever. Um, so I thought that made it even better for Double Blind,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because neither one of us really has any clear idea what's happening.
Yeah. Quite true.
Right. That's what, Michael, your map has been updated, and so let me update.
Okay, and what formation is that?
They're in road column.
Yeah, I figured they probably would be.
And this one is, let's see, who am I getting here? This is the B of the second light. All right. And B company of the first light. There they are. Let's see, where are they going here?
I'm scanning back and forth here on the map, wondering, hey, where are they going to appear? Where are they
Be
magically going to
right
appear?
there is where they're going.
Right,
And
let
they
me-
are in this,
Oh my goodness.
and I need that. We had a skirmish marker sitting out there somewhere, didn't we?
Yeah, I think it's safe to assume that those guys are in skirmish. We know that there's the light units, and I think
Yep.
that when they are broken down from their main formation, they can only be in
Yep.
skirmish. So
I think that's
we
right.
can spare ourselves, and they're the only ones that can go into skirmish. So I don't think it's going to do us a lot of value to have them otherwise. So cool.
So, but I do actually have one over here, so that we couldn't delete before, and
Yeah, we've got at least 2 floating around on the map. So
all right. So just for completeness sake, there we go.
Okay.
very interesting.
Okay. All right.
Ah.
We are definitely partying now. Okay. So moving on then. One of the cats has taken to perching on a high bookshelf and one at a time pushing the books off onto the floor.
Oh,
Thanks. Thanks, Sooty, for dropping yet another book to the floor. Marvelous. Okay.
where to next?
We're
Okay.
gonna do that right there, and not a whole lot there. All good. And then let's move over here, and one, two. Let me make sure I'm doing the. Okay, that's 3, and that's 4.
3 and okay. All right, that's interesting too.
Uh-oh. Time to worry.
All right. So this
It's
is
like that moment in Battleship where you where
You sunk my
start
battleship.
That's right.
starting to get the idea where the other guys are.
F11. G20.
All right.
Bingo.
No, I don't want that.
Yeah, I used to drive my younger brother crazy. I would, what is it? It's the battleship or the aircraft carriers got the long, I think this is the aircraft carriers long. And
I think it is. I think it's 5
yeah, yeah.
dots
I
long.
would set it right by the edge of the board so that one of the pieces of it was actually off the map.
Oh no.
And so he would go along and he would hit 4 of
Oh,
them and he'd think that he'd sunk my battleship or whatever.
right.
And, and I'm like, oh no, actually, I still have such and such left, you know. He's like, what? What? And basically, it was cheating, just cheating.
That's
But that's
terrible.
what you do to younger siblings, you know.
So you're telling me that some things never change. That's what you're telling
Exactly,
me.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, you were a younger sibling, so I'm sure you suffered some of that.
Well, I can
All
I can
right.
neither confirm
Who
nor
is
deny.
And we've got a second light. All right.
The 82nd light.
Yep, the 82nd light.
There you go. 82nd Airborne.
Yeah, before they became the airborne,
That's right.
there were a few technological hurdles we had to overcome.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Okay. I might have. Oh, sorry. That was the first one I put down was the wrong.
See, that is the
Second.
first light, Company B.
It should be the second light. Sorry.
Okay.
Right. That one over there was second light company B. And this was second light company A.
Yeah. So. All right. And let me see. Here's where I need to be. Second light, company A. Also in skirmish, it's over here. Eric.
Where are you at? Oh, that's very curious.
And they're also in skirmish. I don't know where.
Yeah, there's one up at the top. I'll understand what it is. Yeah. So I'm just curious, David, with with these light companies of the British, since they're not in road movement, have they been doing the disorientation rolls every time they move?
They're not subject to them.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
not. Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, because
So
I'm just like,
they're-
how would you know where anything is if those guys are? Because
Right.
they can't. If they're in skirmish mode, they can't be in road mode.
Right.
So therefore,
Right.
everything they do would have to be off road, technically speaking. So
Yeah, I'm kind of actually wondering a little bit what I think about that.
mhm.
They seem awfully strong, in the sense that they can kind of go wherever they want.
Yeah,
I'm not
and
sure what the answer is, but I feel like I've been able to do. They've been able to move around like scouts that are being controlled by a walkie-talkie, and that feels wrong. I mean, I guess to be fair, there was undoubtedly gunfire that they could hear in this general direction, and so they may have decided that they wanted to go cut that off. See if
right.
they could intercept that column. So I guess it's not completely unreasonable that they did what they just did. But
Oh,
but
so
you're
so
right.
it does
Why is it
include. No,
make
no, it does include the independent units. It says first the player announces all units, including independent units, that will activate with the command. He then rolls one die for the command. If the result is of
well,
zero, the
yeah,
command is
yeah,
disoriented.
but but British pickets are are not included in that.
Oh,
And
okay. So they're not considered independent. There's something else.
oh no, I mean they are considered independents, but if you go to the scenario two, um, British pickets, uh, where does it say it? Bu- 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 Oh no, I'm looking for it.
It's probably what under the British surprise rules.
I thought it was, but then I didn't see it, so
So it
maybe
says
it's
at
in
the
a
start,
different. Oh,
non-picket
here we
units
go.
are not surprised.
Uh, uh, come on, British pickets. God, where did it say it? God, David and I both were aware of where it had said that. Where had it said it?
Yeah, in the special rules for British pickets 4.3, it doesn't say anything about it.
Yeah.
So unless it's something specific to the scenario, I didn't see anything in the weather rules that indicated that the pickets were exempt. In
Here we
fact,
go. Here we go. Back on page 7, section 2.8, Foxtrot. Units adjacent to enemy units are not subject to disorientation. Reinforcements aren't. Units designated as British pickets are never subject to disorientation.
Yep.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew it was in there somewhere, but yeah, there were a lot of places it could have been. So naturally, I had to look at every one of them before I found it.
Right. Well, that's the way it usually works. See, we've got Jeff from Hex to Hex chiming in, saying, gentlemen, greetings, Jeff. See, Michael was asking, I was hoping Michael had some insider playtest knowledge on either Seven for the South or another long rumored game for the series on Dettingen. Is there a battle called
Oh
Dettingen?
wow, yeah. Um, yeah, that's interesting because Matthew just in the last day or two on Consim was talking to kind of a one of the usual suspects whose last name is of Polish origin, and Matthew asked him if it was indeed of Polish origin, and were there any diacritics that he needed to be aware of in the original spelling of it, and and the guy was like, well, yeah, as a matter of fact there were, and he's like, but are have you found a use for me? And Matthew wouldn't give out any more information, but it
Right,
was kind of very clear that he has some battle he's working on. At which there was at least some Polish commander, uh, contingent. I don't
right.
know. So that was kind of entertaining. Not sure what to make of it. I had not heard him say anything about Dettingen in a long time.
Right.
Um, it's not like we talk every day, hardly, but I don't have any information about that. And actually, it was somebody else who said that they had spoken with Clash of Arms and had heard that Seven for the South was in playtest. If that's true, that's news to me too. It would be happy news to be
Right.
clear, but definitely news to me. So yeah, I really don't know what's next um, in the series right now. And I
Right.
don't know if there's anybody else working on designs or if Matthew is just taking a breath from the last one and plunging into the next one.
Well,
Sorry to say, I just don't know.
I did hear back from him. I guess he was under the weather, so he couldn't make it this weekend for us to do a
Oh,
live stream, but he'd like to try to do
okay.
one. So hopefully, next weekend or maybe after the holidays, we can get something scheduled.
Oh, that'd
Um,
be great.
yeah,
And then you don't have to take my word for it. You can hear it
yeah,
from him.
that would be one of the questions we
Yeah.
could ask.
Yeah. What's next for the series? And yeah, absolutely. Okay, where are we? We were taking a break for something.
We were getting caught up on
On people on the map.
Where?
adjusting some maps here, and
Okay.
yeah, we had the rules question.
Oh,
And
right.
did you
So
say you
we're.
had another skirmish marker that you could put on that guy there, or
Yeah,
you
I
just
can
want
I
grab
don't think
one.
he cared much.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, it's understood, but yeah, there was one. We had one floating around somewhere. If you're particularly interested in that,
And by the way, I want to be clear on this move. And David had actually asked me earlier, um, to state my intentions on some units,
mm-hmm.
just so that I wouldn't be changing things based upon information gleaned. This is exactly the move I was going to make anyway, and
Yes.
and I think for good reason that that's exactly what I was going to do there, because I wanted to sit astraddle that important junction where I can basically control 4 roads from one place. And so frankly, that's the move. I don't know if there's anybody I see based upon that move, but that's the move.
Oh, that. Oh, this is a different one. Okay.
Was here, moved here, moved here.
Okay. And all right. This is the B of the first light. He is in.
Oh, how exciting!
And
More
part of it
fun.
was just kind of thinking about the road network, right?
Mm-hmm.
Part of it was thinking that, okay, well, I know you had somebody coming down that road. So seems like trying to put a stopper on that road
Right.
would be important. And
Sure.
so that's what I was aiming to do. Obviously, I've got those other skirmishers who scampered off into the woods that you got a parting shot at.
Right.
Uh, they're going to have to regroup, get themselves situated. Um, but but the other guys who were covering other areas have all kind of come here because of the sound of gunfire over there.
Right.
And that is, let's see, let's get Michael updated here.
And David, is that the correct orientation?
Yes,
Okay.
it is. I question that too, but that's what he has. So.
Yeah, that's fine with me. That way, when the cavalry charge comes, he won't be able to form
Oh, geez,
square.
I had no idea. That's so much for the skirmish marker. Oh, actually, I tell you what, in that case, I actually couldn't have made that move. I mean, I still would have made it, but I would have done 1, 2, 3, 4, and it would have been like
Right.
that.
That
Because
makes much more sense. But even with where it is right now, with an officer doesn't exert a zone of influence, you could still have you know finish your movement in turn.
oh well, okay, but I mean,
But yeah, I
literally,
know
I
what you're
I
saying.
couldn't have done the move the way. Oh,
Right.
actually, I guess I could have because I could have just done skirmish backup. Anyway,
So, all right, that makes more sense.
okay. I'm sorry. And part of the problem is, of course, the skirmish markers in this module, just like in Monmouth, don't rotate.
Yeah, yeah, they don't
And
rotate,
so,
and they don't, and that you can't delete them.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
So anyway, so as a result, I think I know what orientation the unit's at, but if I don't actually hover over it, I don't really know.
yeah. That's why I'm just like, let's not bother to put skirmish markers on them at all because
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
No hard feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, except of course you can't get rid of them.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're like the big H. Good times. Uh, whoop, whoop.
Next.
All right.
Okay.
Chuck another
Um,
die, or are you still moving?
no,
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 no.
Oh,
I'm still
okay.
moving. Oh, you know what? I think I will take the chance. I'm going to do that right there, and then
You did what?
right
Okay.
there.
Grim
Um,
Harbinger is asking how many rebels have been sent packing. A fair number. Thanks for
I
asking. Of course, Grim, being the Brit that he
oh,
is
fair
not
enough. Yeah.
sympathetic to the American cause. So,
Okay,
of course, looking at the way
here.
things are now, we probably would have been better off being, you know, British subjects still.
2, 3, 4. Did you get that?
Yep, got that.
Very good. Uh, okay, and okay, and now we'll actually get back to this crowd
Okay.
and okay, and I think that's it for them. Yeah. So that's it.
Uh, got it.
All right.
All right. We can do a roll.
The dice
Here
just
we
went
go.
cold on
All right. That does not move the end turn marker, and it is an American activation.
Okay. Well, we've got a interesting situation here. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
It
So,
it
you know,
is. It's
far from jumping a bunch of guys in road column,
yeah,
got one guy on a horseback.
yeah. It's all right. He's got a pistol.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right, good luck. Have that.
pistol versus. So you guys have got brown Besses, right? No
Yep.
rifles yet.
Yep.
Okay.
No, they're not right.
And so there's no double time in the fog. So we just have to do whatever our regular movement points allow us, correct?
Right.
That's
Okay.
right.
All right. So I'm trying to figure out here. One, two, get them there. And then
Who
they
are
got to
we
come
looking at?
out like here, these chaps there. So I'm trying to figure out how to. So it costs, so for them to come out of road, it's going to cost them 1 to go into March column, right? And then it's going to cost them whatever else to go into line potentially, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And they've only got whopping 4 movement points to work with there.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's check how maneuverable or lack thereof these guys are. So if they turn that way, it only costs 1. If they turn that way, it costs 2. And the skirmishers are moving. Are they moving at half per thing or in the open? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they can just fly all over the friggin' board here, can't they?
Right.
Oh well, that's
I mean,
joyful.
obviously, yeah. I mean, what you did in that column on the east
Mm-hmm.
obviously was effective, right?
Right.
I mean, because eventually you were able to get enough points firing at me that I thought, you know what, I've learned what I came to learn,
Right. Yeah.
which is where are you? So I don't need to stick around and go toe to toe with you.
Okay. So I could go there, and then I'm sure I'll wander through the fog trying to find you, or 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for the Americans to turn, it costs them 2 to move each hex point. Oh my gosh. So
I, I'm not seeing it. Where are you?
I'm here. I'm here. I haven't done anything at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
All
trying to
right. You're
figure
just
out.
kind. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm trying to
Okay.
figure out what to, how to get these guys anywhere. So if we were able to, like, do a forced march or double time or whatever they call it, we'd have more movement points. But we've only got 4 movement points. That doesn't give us a lot of options. So if we go here for 1, right, and then our rear is going to be facing that way. And then we spend 1 to go into March, to come out of road and go into March column. That's 2 points expended. And then we spend another 2 points to go into line facing that way. And that's the best that those guys can do with 4 movement points. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then these guys are going to do the same thing and they're going to end up right there, which is the best that they could do. And that's going to be it for those chaps.
So okay. What about that?
Oh, those guys part of them? Let's see. That is. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. They will stay in there. Thank you for pointing that out. They will just stay in their current situation and. Hmm. 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 No, we'll leave them where they're at. We'll leave them where they're at. So that way those other chaps can do something if they need to. So, okay.
They were one back from that.
Oh, okay. So they were here and there?
Yes.
Okay. No, those guys aren't going to be able to move anywhere anyway. I might as well bring them up. So, okay.
Okay. Yep. And are you gonna with
We'll
him?
just leave him where he's at for the moment.
Okay.
So we'll take the move marker off of him. That's all I need is to get him lost in the fog.
All right. Okay. Flip to your guy. All right. Okay. Let's another activation.
Here we go.
What we got here?
This
Did
time.
anything change that I'm aware of?
Nope.
Okay, perfect.
All right. That will move the turn record now to 5. And this is a British activation.
Okay. So we're going to do this one along with these guys and these guys. And he is in reach of his commander via this way. So he's good. And he's in reach. And he isn't, so I'll roll for him. He's fine. Okay, so everybody's in command. Don't have any recovery to do. So it's on no firing, so on to movement. And we'll do this. And we'll do this. Two, three, four. Okay. And then we're just gonna do this here. You see that?
Oh, yep.
Okay.
Okay. Looks good.
And I think that is it for them. So I will flip him over and we're done.
Okie doke. Give me. All right. So we'll go for another roll.
Uh-oh. Here it came.
Ah, we have a special result. A 0-2.
0-2. I don't think it's anything terribly exciting. Confusion. Other player picks one of your commands to be finished. Well,
Okay.
so I don't know how you're going to work that because I've got about a bazillion out there.
Well, I mean, I think what we did last week
Is just
was
rolled randomly, yeah.
we just
We
had
did
David
random. Yeah.
randomly
Okay, so
determine
we've
which one it would
got
be.
1, 2. Who are those guys?
You got 3 over here.
Okay.
Or maybe even 4. Let me. It's him.
So there's one here. there's
Yep.
one here, so that's
Yep.
2, and there's another one here, so that's 3. Are there any more?
Right.
Nope, just those 3. And then over other side of the universe, we've got 1 and 2 for those guys. 3,
3.
4, and 5. So that gives us 8 altogether.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and roll one die, one 10-sided die, and if it's a 9
If
or a 10,
it's
if it's a
9,
9, you
yeah.
or a 0, you ignore it. Otherwise,
Right. Okay.
just kind of go by the way we counted it.
All right. So it's number 1.
Number 1. Okay, so that's going to be over here on this side, going from top to bottom. So that would be these chaps here. Yep. Okay. So then I have to roll twice for them, I guess, for initiative. Okay.
Yep.
So here's the first roll, second roll. Let's see what he's worth, if anything. Oh, he's actually decent.
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to go terribly far. So he's going to go, that's going to be 2. All right. That's the best I can do with those boys. Okay.
All right. Another roll.
Okay.
All right. So that we now move to 6 on the turn record track.
Okay.
And this is a British activation.
Okay.
Then let's do. Let's do these guys here. And so we need to take care of him. Okay. Okay. And then let's do this.
Right, what did you do there?
Right here to right there.
Okay.
And then we'll do approximately the same thing here. And I'll need to roll disorder for that. Okay. And then what am I going to do with this chucklehead? I guess I'll just do that. And then I'll have to roll for that. That's going to be close. 34 plus 5 is 39, so he made that. And I think that's it. We're just we're rearranging the deck chairs here.
I don't think there's an iceberg coming towards you. There's maybe an ice cube coming towards you, but
Well,
not.
or maybe kind of like a whole. What do you call those things in the hotel?
The what?
The ice bucket.
Ice bucket. Yes.
Yeah, maybe it's a whole ice bucket
It's
full
an
of
ice
cubes.
bucket coming at you. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Not enough to probably punch a hole in the hull of the steel
Oh,
Iron.
but just remember, if it's that brittle high sulfur steel, it'll break.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
what we're hoping.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
All right.
time to chuck some
That's it.
dice again.
Time to chuck some
Here we
dice.
go. Oh, we're
Master
getting
Chucker.
even worse. We've gone from one extreme to the next with these die rolls.
Yeah, well, that does not move the intern marker, and it is a British activation.
Holy smokes. Yeah, that was not good. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, then I guess we'll do this here, and he's in command, and right. So nothing to recover from. So I think I will. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this and this, and think. I think that's it. Do I feel like have I done what I need to do? And I think the answer is yes. So yeah, think that's it.
Okie doke.
Here we go. Chuck some more
Another
dice.
roll. Right. Okay. And we'll move to the 7 on the intern track. And we have a British activation.
Oh, frack.
Frickin' frack. Okay. Um I okay. All right. I don't I don't think there's anything that this guy needs to do. I am thinking that I'll go ahead and move him like that. Um, which means I've moved.
Right.
And boy, what does it tell you? I've been learning other battle systems. I'm suddenly like, how does this work? Um, Once the leader moves, what's
So you go down 2.
does it go down two or does it go two? I, for some reason I just started to confuse myself as I thought about it some more.
So what's his
Uh,
normal modifier?
it's a plus
3.
three according to this. So I was just trying to figure out because in my mind I was thinking, does it go down two or does it go to two? It could be that it goes down to. I don't recall. Um, I think I'm confusing it um, with like how many command points you can use for the army morale roll.
Right. So initiative
Um,
determination, that's page 6.
yeah, that's where I am right now. Here we go. It's reduced by two if he moved earlier. So,
So he'd
so
be
it, it,
he'd be a 1 then.
so yeah, he'd be +1 now. So I mean, David's of course doing the comparison, but just just so we know, I've moved.
Yep.
Okay. And so then that would make Washington, because he's a 3, I guess. So then I'd have
No,
a plus
Washington's
2.
no, you have +1. Washington's only a 2.
Oh, he's only a 2? Oh. Huh. I thought he was
Yeah,
better than
I
that.
have been +1 up until now. So now
Oh,
you're
I
+1.
see. Okay. So by you doing that, then it bumps it down. All right.
Right.
So how? Oh, that's what that little number is. +3 there. And for Washington, +2. Okay. Yeah, I've just got the 2s and 2s. Okay. Cool. All right.
Very
So now
good.
I have a +1 on the initiative for what little it's worth.
That's
Yes,
right.
you do.
Okay.
That's right. And I'm finished with my activation, so we can proceed.
Okay. Here's some more dice to be chucked.
4. That does not move the end Turk. That is it actually was to be a British, but it goes to you, the Americans.
Okay. So this is going to be fun because I won't know where my guys are going here in half a second. So I'm going to activate these guys here, right? And so
Got it?
they are this group here plus that there.
Yes.
Now, I don't know how to handle this because I want to move them, but then you're going to roll for the disorientation and then you could move them off in who knows what direction. So, should I bother to do that or should you roll first and then I
Well,
mean,
it since any move that they're going to make is I need to roll it anyways.
no, I mean and I don't have to move them at all. It's as soon as I
Nope.
activate them, they roll for disorientation. So even if I don't,
Right.
even if I wasn't planning on moving them at all, they were say they were just going to shoot and fire at somebody, they'd still
Yep.
be. Although because they're adjacent, they can't be disorientated if they were adjacent to an enemy. But that's why I'm like, should I even bother to move them until after you do your thing?
So I've done my thing.
Okay, all right then.
Yeah, and since GW is right there, they didn't get disoriented, so
Okay,
you're fine in that.
all right, I'm fine in that. Okay, so that's going to cost me 2 to move that way. And then that's going to cost me 3 to move there. And then this guy, it's going to cost him 2 to move that way. And that's going to be 3, 4 to go there.
Right. And now, what's the rule on that, Michael? When they move more than half, when in regular movement?
Oh,
Yeah, if
frack.
you
Yeah.
move more than half of your movement points
And you make a
and
disorder
you're
check.
not on road,
Okay.
then you need to roll a disorder check.
Okay. All right. And these
Why
guys are
my
just
guys
going to move there.
sliver.
And this guy here is going to come out of road column. And I guess he'd spend 2 points to go into regular march column, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then if he were going to spend any more points, then he to unlimber. Okay, I guess we'll unlimber him. Why not? And he would then face that way. Okay, so I've got to make checks then for everybody because they all moved except for these guys.
Yeah, they did not.
Yeah. Okay, so this guy here is fine unless there's a modifier. Is there a modifier for being in the fog? Or is it just a regular or just a regular check?
Let's see.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. So because you moved faster than half, right?
Right.
And that was, I think, under the weather.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There is a +10 fog modifier. Okay. All
in
right.
addition to any others, but
Okay.
there
So
may not
then
have been any
he's
others.
going to be disordered. All right. That's fine. All right. And then this guy here, let's go ahead and roll for him. Oh, that's a special results. Is it just a regular movement?
Disorder
It's
check
got to be under a
summary.
regular movement, right?
Yeah, it would be a type A.
Okay.
disorder check.
Okay. So let's see what that one is on the handy
Okay,
dandy
movement
chart.
action.
Disorder check, movement 08. If
Units
units
printed
printed,
DR is 36 plus. No reroll check with a +5. Else reroll with
a
-5.
-5.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's flip him over and see what he's at. Oh, yeah. So we will then re-roll with a -5, which is actually even more helpful. Okay, so let's see what we get. Okay, so he's fine. Okay, and then finally we've got this group here, and they're fine too. Okay, so we will move our leader here, and that way he can work his magic next turn with those boys. All right, that takes care of that group.
All right. Give me another roll.
Here we go.
Okay, it does not move the end turn. It's American.
Okay, that is nice. Let's see here. I think we're going to go over to another part of the world and see what we can figure out. Now, I've got a question for you. For these chaps here, oh, actually, no, we're not going to go there. Well, I do have a question for you, okay? So they are, I'm looking at my order of battle chart, and
Right.
they're not considered independent like most artillery is considered independent on our different European battles. They seem to be attached to a particular brigade.
Right.
Okay, so he is, by virtue of his current circumstances, is out of command. Correct?
He's out of command. Yes.
Okay, so he can only move half of his movement points, and until he gets back into command. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be over here, and let me activate this little brigade over here before I do anything else exciting.
Right.
Okay. So you're going to need to roll, I guess, and see if those guys go off on some tangent.
The first guys you were talking about?
Well, yet this group here is being activated, right? They're not in road movement, so therefore they have whatever potential of getting lost in the fog.
Yep.
Okay, so he's going to go there for 1, and then he's going to go there for 2, and this guy is going to he's going to move there for 1, and then he's going to turn like that for 2, 3. Okay, so he'll need to make a check for disorder, and he's happy. Now, the other unit that's over here, they're going to come out of road column, I guess, and go into march column. So they're going to use up their movement points for that. Because that's
other options would be to turn around if you wanted or something.
right, and in road column go wandering off without any infantry support. Sure. Let's put that up to a vote with the people on YouTube and see what everyone says. So, all right.
Well, they were the ones who created this strategy. If
they
memory serves.
did. So, if, as I said, if it all goes horribly wrong, I can blame it on them.
Absolutely. Well done.
Yep. All right, I'm ready to throw some dice.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Okay, that's an American activation. Does not move the clock.
Okay. All right. Now I think we're ready to head somewhere else. So these poor chaps, I think they're kind of doomed because they're out of command, right? And they've already reached sort of the destination that they were going to. So how are we handling that?
Well, I mean,
So when were you no longer obliged to? So refresh my memory because obviously it wasn't something I worried about. You had to write orders to say what your routing was going to be
Yep.
until some point. What was the point at which you were liberated from having to follow that?
Well, when I guess those formations reached said demarcation. And of
Okay.
course the problem is that their leader took a turn with some other units on a different road and he's a mile and a half away from the rest of the guys. And so I'm trying to
But
figure out, how do we deal with this
okay. So you're saying
situation?
that the leader and the other guys haven't made it to the destination yet, but these guys have.
Yep, yep, yep. They have. Yeah, because their leader
well,
took a turn in the fog
but
somewhere.
they can react to what's happened behind them.
Okay. I know, but
And
they still only have half their movement because they're technically out of command, right?
well, now
Right.
that's true. They're that definitely, but I mean, first of all, I completely agree. If something's happened in their vicinity,
Right.
they're obviously, in my mind, free to react to it, even though, yes, out of command, they're only going to have half their movement points.
Okay. All right. So, uh, yeah, I mean that these guys are completely hosed. All right. So this chap here can come out of road march. That's going to cost him 1 movement point, and then he'll spend 1 movement point to go into line facing that direction. That's the best he can do. And this chap
Uh,
here
okay.
is going to do the same thing because that's all the more he can do. So you're going to get 2 shots at that poor bastard as he
So
goes that way.
are we on this west road?
Yep, we're over there on the line road.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
So
So why would you not, just throwing it out there, um, just step away for a half and then go into March? Because I'll get one shot at you, but what you're proposing, if I'm understanding you correctly, is I get one shot at you when you go into March. I get another shot at you in your flank when you go into to line, and and I'm going to get 2 shots at you this turn, and then I'll get a shot at you again next turn before you can do anything. If you just step away and do at least part of the maneuver, I only get one shot at you this turn, and then I have to move up against you, but I can't shoot at you after moving. I have to shoot before. So you've denied me a lot of chances to shoot at you. Does that make sense?
It does, but I'm not sure.
I mean, you're right. You don't have very many movement points, and so I understand that it's going to slow your kind of progress to getting
Right.
in line down a bit, but it's also going to mean you're doing some of those changes out of gun range. But yeah, hey, they're your guys.
Yeah.
They're just rebels. They're just ingrates.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to how to move them. I hmm. So can I be in road but not be on a road?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. All right, because that's what I was worried about. Because I'm just like, well, I can't do that. They're going to have a mixed formation or whatever, and we got all kinds of problems with that.
And I think we agreed that we don't need to worry about disorientation if as long as you started with road movement. And so if you moved forward 1 hex,
Right.
well, obviously that is road movement. And so even if you then leave the road, well, you're not subject to it this turn.
Right.
So you could move 2 hexes, then go into March, for example.
Right.
And so it's not like I can't catch up with you, but I also can't be shooting at you while I'm busy trying to catch up to you. And then
Right.
next turn, yeah, you've only got 2 movement points, but you can spend 2 movement points to go into line in a direction that's more to your liking and
Right.
only have to take one more shot.
Right. Okay, so you'll get a parting shot then, I guess, as
That's
this
right.
chap pulls away.
Right. Okay. And let's see. I'm 5 times 4.
I'm not.
No, five
Your
times
guys,
five.
British lights are times 5. So you're going to
Right.
have
So it's
25
25,
to 20.
to
25 to
20.
20.
Okay.
Right. So it's 1 to 1. Um, right. And if we look under fire combat, I think the real problem is if I hit you, you're likely to rout.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
and you'd take more casualties.
yeah.
Your size though is small enough that it's a -5 to my roll.
Okay.
So I need a 75 to hit you. So we give it a try. Ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. Well, apparently I was ready too. That was a 94.
Okay. So that is going to be a hit.
It's going to be a hit. So that means it's really an 89 after the die roll
Right.
modifier. So it's 1 hit, but it becomes 2 hits because you were
In road.
in column, and then because you took strength point losses. Well, actually, what is that saying there? I thought you actually had to take a strength point loss in order to route, but I think maybe I'm not. Now I got to look it up.
So it says SP loss modifiers. So target in
Right,
column, limbered or square, SP losses are 1.5 times.
right.
So that's going to round up to 1 hit's going to round
to
up to
2.
2 hits. Then it says
Right.
target in road column or routed. Target routes. Routed may lose 1 more SP.
12.9B. That's where we need to look. 12.9B. SP losses are applied at an incremental basis to the top target unit. No unit can take a loss until the top unit is completely eliminated. That's not really, that wasn't what I wanted. Oh, it's 19.10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1910.
Okay. Uh,
Well, that's
oh,
voluntary routes.
well,
That's
yeah, which is
different.
funny because
191F. Oh, so it's not 1910, it's 191F.
okay. Well, actually, it does beg the question: would voluntary route have helped?
Oh, yeah. That's probably a much better thing to do because then you don't get the fire.
Right. Um. Uh.
And I forgot that we could do that with these guys.
Um. And obviously, your other guys were in a lot less of an awkward position, so it was probably less interesting to do there anyway.
Right.
Okay. So, but just so we can get to that, if routed units don't make morale checks, boy, that still doesn't. That's really talking about routed units. I'm trying to figure out where does it point out. Oh, here we go.
Oh, well, here's the problem. I can't do a voluntary route because I'm not in
in command.
command?
Um, I think we should double check because the American Revolution games have modified voluntary route rules. And you remember we made extensive I made extensive use of those at Brandywine.
Right.
So let's just double check because we know that they were different. Route is on page 5
Yep, I'm retreat.
and
Units performing a voluntary route retreat in their movement segment are considered in command. Therefore, out of command units can voluntarily route.
yeah, see, I thought there was something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, then that would be the much more sensible thing for them
Right.
to do.
So obviously, yes, agreed. Now, the only other thing I wanted to be sure of is what are the rules about how 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 choosy can you be about who does and who doesn't? I thought there was something goofy about uh,
What about doing the voluntary
I,
route?
I think this is probably from the standard rules. Let me just look. It was something like okay, here it is. If one unit in an infantry or cavalry stack voluntarily routes, the whole stack must. Stacks can't be split. What I was just trying to remember was, could you choose to just do it with some units and not others?
Right.
Because obviously you wouldn't want to voluntarily route the whole command necessarily. It wouldn't even be sensible in this case because they're not even near each other. It sounds like.
Right. So, I mean, I would only be voluntarily routing that one stack that's adjacent to your
Right.
skirmishers, which are the
Right. That
guys
makes
that
sense.
are basically in a horrible situation.
Right. So yeah, and of course it's up to the umpire to decide exactly where it makes sense for you to route to, because obviously the first priority is to get away from your tormentors,
Right.
and and obviously I don't need to know anything about it because once you leave the hex, I can't see you anymore because you're definitely going to move to a hex I can't see.
Right.
Right.
So you
And
guys will figure that out
and
if
I
you want.
believe you can do from 1 to 8 hexes
From 1 to 8 hexes, what?
is your route movement.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, so
yeah,
I can
I
move
remember.
more than the usual?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So David, go ahead and flash whichever direction I've got to go because I still have to move in the direction of the initially something, right? So you just tell me what path the guys are going to take.
Well, I mean, initially, I would think you would be going there.
You're flashing somewhere else.
Oh, sorry, I gotta do do it on the right one
Yeah.
here.
Did you not know about the eddy in the space-time continuum right over there?
All right. So he's going to go there. Okay. Cool. So
Now
there's
he's not required to go 8 hexes, of course.
right.
1 to 8.
8.
Okay. And then as far as the rest of his route move, is he moving back towards the north edge, or quote unquote, north edge of the map? Or
Um,
is he like we usually have moving four, in a straight line
oh,
somewhere?
okay. So the
I mean, I'm used to Labatai where stuff is going towards the depot road and all that kind of stuff. So,
of course it is,
yeah.
but I mean, but you have to get away from the immediate enemy first
Okay.
before you could possibly start moving back, right?
Okay. All right. So then
And
I will.
but the thing that's weird that you need to know
Yep.
is that you're performing this movement of 1 to 8 hexes
Right.
during your movement segment,
Yep.
and then during the route phase or the rally phase,
Right.
you may decline to perform a rally morale check,
And
and
just keep
then
moving him.
but in during the rally phase, it's 1 to 4 hexes for infantry and 1 to 6 for cavalry.
Okay.
And again, you have the choice of how much to move. Um, However, if you try to rally and fail, well, then it's the usual
Right. Yeah. He's going to take a
mandatory 4
loss
or
and
6.
all of that and whatnot.
Right.
Okay. Cool.
So, um, and as far as directionality, well, I'm sure you and David have figured it out, so I'm not worried about it.
Okay. All right. So, David, do you see where I parked him?
Yes, and I think you need to mark him with a route marker.
Yes, instead of
Units that are voluntary routed should have a route marker placed on them. So
Okay.
that's how we know
So
he's
then
volunteer.
if they are routed any other way by virtue of combat, then they'll just be flipped over, is what you're saying.
That is
right,
correct.
Okay.
right.
I thought it was the other way around.
Yeah, I thought it was too,
So,
but whatever. It doesn't
okay.
matter as long as we're consistent.
Okay, cool. All right. So that's that portion of it. Now I've still got a few other guys that are part of that group. And they're not going to be able to go anywhere because everything else is kind of gummed up right now. So we will just.
No, there are these guys right here. Or wait a minute, let me get the right map.
Yeah. They're not. I don't think they're part of that group, are they?
Yes, they are. I've got them all marked in my thing
Oh,
here.
okay, okay, yeah. Because I'm trying to read the little tiny writing on it. Okay, all right. So yeah, I guess they are part of that group. Who are the other people? Oh, the other people are the other ones that got separated. Okay. So, dot, 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 dot. Um, now, did we finalize that the artillery is paying the other movement cost and not the same as the infantry, based on what the chart says?
Uh, Boy, yeah, we argued about that at great length last time. You'd think we'd remember. What a
Well,
bunch of
I just wanted
geezers we
to.
are.
I know that for the purposes of that particular route move, we just let it stand where it was. But I think we had agreed that the artillery was going to pay based on what that one chart said, and then the infantry is paying based on what the American
I am
infantry say it costs.
I am totally in agreement with that.
Okay, cool.
Chart says American infantry. It doesn't say American units.
Yep. Okay. All right. So then those guys can turn for 1, and they can then move here for 2. And then this guy here, it's going to cost him 2 to turn. And then he can move 3 and 4 to get there. So he's used up all of his exciting movement points. Let's make a roll, see if he is disordered or not. Right, let's see what his leader is worth. And let's see what he is worth. And he's he's going to be fine. The leader had prevented it from happening. Whoops. All right.
That's all right. Congress still won't pay him.
Nope. And they'll be lucky if they have boots by the time they're done with all of this. They're going to Valley Forge if they don't win. So,
There's incentive.
yeah. It's off to the gulag. All right. I think that's it. I'm ready to throw some dice.
All right.
There we go. Got my
There
mojo
we
back.
go.
You roll
That one
another
that
0.
will move them the end
Move
turn
the
marker
clock.
to 8.
Oh my gosh.
And
Running out of stuff to do.
This is a American,
Okay.
and we, well, it's British originally and goes to
Yeah,
you.
right.
I
Don't
was
have
trying to
any.
figure out. I was trying to figure out if it was a tie here. So no, but
Okay.
Oh,
All right. And then now when I unlimber guns, they can face any direction.
yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to activate these chaps. And those guys are going to flip and face that way. And then these guys, let's see, oh my gosh, how much is it going to cost them to turn? It's going to cost them 3 to turn. All right. So they're going to turn there like that and spend 3. Let me go ahead and roll for them. Oh, they're very happy. Right, I think that is the best I can do for the moment. And let me just put a mark on him so we still know what his situation is. Okay. All right. I got that taken care of, slightly, partially. All right, who's next?
Do we have another
Yep, roll
die
another
roll
die.
or roll
time for
another die?
roll. Yep. All right, that's another British, which goes to the American.
Does not move the
Move.
clock.
Does not move the intern marker.
Okay.
Curses, Red Baron.
All right. So now, who are those guys part of? They are part of that other group. I've got a whole bunch of people that have all gotten separated. It's so much fun. I have no idea where half of the stuff is. Their leaders off here. The troops are somewhere else.
Oh dear.
So, and I don't find out that they've gotten lost until they bump into something. And then it's like, oh
Nice.
yeah, by the way, those guys are
Did I
secretly
mention?
somewhere else. Yeah. Just like, oh, thank you. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. So those guys are. Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably have to move them just to do stuff. So that means, so I'm activating then these chaps, and that includes these guys here, and I think these guys here that are, so these guys are out of command. And let's see, it's going to
Which one are
cost them.
you activating?
So this is the leader.
That's the leader.
Yep.
Okay.
And so his units are here, here, and here, to my knowledge.
And the let's make a little adjustment to that, because that wouldn't make sense for him to be, I think. I'm going to move him to where I have him.
Okay. Oh. Okay. I had moved him to thinking of trying to get him closer to these guys and still be within range of that guy there. But I guess it doesn't matter since he doesn't have the range to get to both
that's
people.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe I missed that part of the move.
Yeah. As I said, it doesn't matter. You can keep him there for all it matters. Ugh. All right. So we'll have these guys. They're out of, well, they're going to just keep moving. 1, 2, that's all the further they could go. right? Since they are out of command. All right, and these other guys can't move because of highway congestion.
Um,
So that's going to be that for those guys.
I just want to. And Michael, you said that they don't have, they can still move in road column, but they don't um, necessarily have to move on the road, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. The only additional benefit you get to being on a road when you're in road column is, first of all, you can ignore any other terrain and you're just using the road movement. And the other benefit is you get free turns. But you can absolutely be in road column cross country. You
Right.
just have to pay for turns and obviously pay for any uh, terrain you may be crossing. But yeah, you absolutely can road column cross country.
So that would give you an option with those a little bit.
Well, but yeah, even then though, it's still all jammed up.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just wait until stuff clears. Besides, I'm sure those other guys are going to voluntarily route and next turn. So that's how they get back in command. So, all right, I'm ready to roll the dice again.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, something exciting.
09.
Hey, battle tempo. And that goes to the Brits, so I'm sure they're going to push that
And
end into the end.
right.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
How
on
many
the
you got
bright
left?
side, I've got a whole bunch of stuff that's on the road that can still move
Yeah.
on the road, right? So,
Yeah, no, that's the unfortunate part about
yeah,
it. In this particular point in the game, it doesn't buy me much. I was
yeah,
hoping it was going to happen soon enough that would actually interfere with some of the guys who, didn't have the luxury of just
right.
staying on the road.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So then we roll dice
Go
again.
again. Yep.
Okay. No, it's another 0 just for fun.
02.
Well, except except my guys can't be confused because we've all activated.
Yep. Okay. Let's try it again, this time with feeling.
And this, well, it's a British, but it goes to Americans.
Okay. All right. So we've got all of these chaps. I'll see if they actually make it to where I'm pretending that they are going to. So,
You want to ping the one you're doing?
yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, so I'm here, right? So it's going to
Okay.
be, yeah, so it's going to be this group here. So 1, 2, 3, and then they can come. Do I want to do that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2 gets them there. And then they can come out of road and be in march column. And they don't have enough movement points to do anything else. Okay. All right. And then their colleagues, 1, 2, and they're going to do the same thing. And let's see, 1, 2, and then 3, 4 to bring up the tail. And then these guys will stay 1, 2, and they will stay on. All right, and then I got to figure out.
And the first one, the lead one, went forward how many hexes?
It went forward. I thought it went forward altogether 4 hexes, so 2 movement points.
Right.
And then
Okay.
it came out of column. Or came out of road.
Okay. And the others stayed in road, or did they?
So these guys are out. So everybody's out except for the artillery.
Okay.
So I'll just put a road marker on them so that we know. And I'm trying to figure out who this guy is. Oh, he's the wing leader. Okay, and then he's the leader for the overall thing. Okay, all right. So where does he need to be?
All right. So. All right. So that is.
All right.
All right. So these are all in column. And all right, so you have them.
All right.
One. Yeah, that's one. Okay. All right, got it.
Okay. All right, let's roll another die. See what we get.
And he went.
So this is a 0-9 for the Americans. Does he get to move it? Does he get to move it back out?
Battle tempo.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
I-
So,
Back to 8.
To be honest with you, I don't think it matters. I think everybody I've got on this at this stage in the game is just chugging along on the road. Yeah, so it doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Yeah, that's fine.
Here, let's roll
Still,
again.
why not? Right?
That is amusing, though. Yeah.
Sure.
all right, roll again.
Okay.
0,
Another
6.
0. Okay. That is
Special
special
rally.
rally.
Ooh.
Pick a
All right.
command to perform free disorder recovery and rally.
Um, yeah. So that would be so the guy who did the voluntary rally is considered in command. So I could rule for him even though he's not anywhere near his leader. Is that what the rule is?
I suppose so. Of course, he's going to be able to rally
Rally here.
in
Yeah,
the
so it's just a
rally
matter
phase.
of
So,
rolling twice
I mean,
potentially for him.
I, yeah, I mean, if that's the only thing you have where it makes any sense, you might
Yeah.
choose to go ahead and try it now for
Yep.
laughs
We'll
if
go
you
ahead and give
want.
it a yeah and see how badly I roll. Here we go. Ho.
But
So they go to then being shaken and disordered, correct?
Right.
Okay.
And
All
obviously they
right.
have to adopt a facing,
Yeah, there we go.
well, a formation and a facing, really.
Right. Okay. Cool.
And the best part is, I have only the dimmest idea where they might have gotten off to or how far away they might be.
They might be right next to you for all you know.
I mean, yeah, they could have just moved away one hex.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cheeky,
Yeah.
but
Hey, what's the
whatever.
worst that could happen? They just voluntarily route again.
I gu- I guess so.
Yeah.
We could just voluntarily route all the way until Yorktown.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, are the British able to voluntarily route, or is it only the Americans that can do that?
Oh no, it applies to both of
Oh,
us.
okay.
Just if somebody's in a sufficiently bad jam, they
Right.
can just bug out.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that for the special rally. Let's roll another die, see what we get.
All
all
right.
right. All right. And that moves back to the end
Back to
turn.
the end turn, right? And it's
Okay.
And
your activation, I
the
guess.
British, but goes to the Americans. So.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're over here. Let's finish up these chaps. So let's go 1, 2, and 3 gets them there. Well, actually, 3.5 gets them there. It's just going to be a big tea party here.
That's
And 1, 2, 3.5 gets those guys there. And then 1, 2, 3.5 gets those guys there. In theory, that is if they didn't take 400 different turns along the way.
okay. That's a pretty good theory. Whatever. Okay. All right. That should finish them up. And we reached the nope. You have one more. That's
Yeah, we got at least, I think we got at least the one more over on the other side there.
yep.
That is, who is that? That's the, oh, okay. Yeah. That's this chap over here. Okay, well, let's roll the dice. Who knows? We could get another special
Yep.
special
Yeah.
result
No telling.
given the way that Michael's been rolling.
All right. So that's it's actually a tie. Or no, it's not. You because
I got a plus
it's an
one.
American one.
Yep.
Excuse me. You got the +1. Yep.
All right, so these guys are just going to be able to sneak forward a little bit here from the looks of it. Right, yeah. Okay, and let's get the rest of the guys down the line. All right. Okay, I think I've got everybody mostly where they need to be.
Which hex is okay? You didn't see who's who here.
Yeah, they're
What? Okay, which hex are these guys in?
they're in the. I mean, they were in the on the road hex here, but they haven't been
Right.
They haven't been moving because that way they could communicate on the road was the idea.
Right. So,
And
all right.
then as I'm moving stuff by, I don't want to hoover them up and then
Right. Yeah.
carry them off somewhere.
All right. That's where I thought they were. But,
Yeah. And they're having a tea party there as well.
yeah. All right.
All right, and that should probably take care of most everything. I guess. Can I move another leader during that activation?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm
If it was one
down.
of your,
Yeah, I'm down
one of,
here. One of the wing leaders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
this chap
non-command
here.
leader
Yep.
can move. Yeah.
Let's see who I'm going to move him over here so he can hopefully do so. So he was here, and I moved him down here,
yep.
David. Okay.
Got
Okay.
that. And that. And let's see what's that going to do? So Michael, that guy there,
Sure.
right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
What what?
he disappears.
Oh,
He
yeah.
goes
Well, I think a
riding off
lot
on
of
a
these guys
horse.
disappear.
Right. and actually all these guys up here, they're going to.
Exactly.
I forgot to move them last time. So
Um, okay. So, okay, and these guys are gone too, right?
yes.
They were the
So
ones who voluntarily ran away.
yes, they are the ones that are voluntary, so they're gone.
Okay. All right.
So
Yeah,
you will.
we kind of made contact with the enemy, sir.
All right. All right. I think everything's kosher on your map. Let me check Eric's here just to make sure I've got everything updated in mine. And all
Okay.
looks good. We can.
We do have a the rally phase we still need to do.
Right. Yeah, you can, in fact, if there's, you can do your, let's do the rallies. Yeah. While
Yeah.
you're doing that, I'll check this map.
Okay. Mo better. And I think that's the only
Which one was that?
that was this fella here. He's feeling much better with an 82.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Is
what
that all you
happens,
had?
Michael? Your guys are like shaken or something, or
I had one guy who routed, yeah,
oh, okay.
because somebody else bumbled into them and frightened them.
Oh, okay. The same thing happened to me. So
Yeah,
Right.
scared them to death. Man.
yeah.
Ah!
What color jackets do they have? Yes.
Uh, it's so foggy they couldn't make out the color.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. All right. This is. That Good. I'm glad I checked because I forgot to move something there. All right. And this is
Just looking at all the little names here, all these little buildings. We've got one building that's called The Jug. Not too far from the Green Tree Tavern. We've got another one that's called Ming. Like, okay. Friends Meeting House, Market Square, Germantown Academy, Friends School.
Yeah, I wonder what that Ming is. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's the Chinese restaurant that's there in town.
Oh, great.
there's Wick.
Yeah, there's
Wyke.
Wyke.
The Jug.
The Jug, indeed.
A Friends School.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bless you. I think I think maps are all up to date and look good. And we can move the turn down to 740,
740
bring the end turn
okay.
back to 0. And one more turn, and we're going to start being able to roll for the fog lifting.
That would be very convenient. Find out.
So we can figure out what battle we're having.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, that's if we're lucky. I mean, what do we have to roll? Like a 0 or something? So
we can do the end turn, I guess.
Oh, yeah. We have to hit that button, get everything
and
flipped.
the move. And the move button.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
now we can save it.
Save game.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
End of 720.
So on a 7 through 9, it becomes light fog.
Oh, so we have a 30% chance that we could achieve that.
Right. And if you don't manage it in 3 goes, at 9 o'clock it becomes light fog anyway.
Anyway,
no need for a die roll.
Yeah.
And then
and then what? The light fog
and
is...
then you keep doing that same die roll.
Right.
Again, going 7 to 9, 7 through 9. If by 11 you haven't managed, it becomes clear regardless and stays that way.
Right.
Pretty good chance in 2 hours time that you will have gotten there, but I guess there's some outlier chance that you manage to roll low 6 times in a row.
Right. Hey, I've played the Austrians enough to know if you need the die roll, you're not going to get it. So
yeah.
If something could go wrong, it will go wrong. All right. Well, cool.
This has been entertaining. So I know where 2 of your columns broadly were supposed to be.
Right.
I guess.
That's better than me.
Yeah. And I assume the 3rd column is somewhere. And it sounds like at least one of your columns has gotten separated, which means that
really
I don't know
foobar.
where they are. Ironically,
Yeah.
It's like
You might find them
great.
before they find themselves.
That's possible.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. No, I've had a number of very amusing things happen. It's just like, what? What? How did that happen? So, yeah. All
That's
right, I'm going to
great.
end the broadcast, but let's
Okay.
stay on the line. And then for anybody who's tuning in, are we up for next week?
Um, let's see. I am.
Okay, I should be available. How about you, Michael?
Uh, so next week would be the.
That's going to be the 14th.
I, oh, would it be possible to do it Saturday night instead of Sunday?
Yeah, there's a good chance that that could work. Let me double check my schedule here real quick. So that would be the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could do that. I don't have anything going on in the evening.
Okay.
So
I've
we
just
could,
got a customer coming into town Monday morning, and so I don't want to be up late the
okay.
way I have to be if we're doing it on Sunday. So if that works for everybody else,
Yeah, let's, will that work for you, Dave?
I there was a potential of a thing, and I was going to go to Knoxville, but I think I've already decided that I was not going to do that. So,
Okay. Well, if you change your
so I get
mind,
it in.
let us
Yeah.
know. But otherwise, yeah,
yeah,
tentatively, we'll schedule it for Saturday the 13th. So
right.
Okie